Why hello there, Rimrims, and other citizens of the city of Rim. Welcome to Rimworld. Now, I normally like to have some sort of intro prepared, a little hook to help set the scene for where we currently are in our series. Except for today, when instead of preparing an intro, I just instead had an existential crisis when I realized that a facet of my job is crowdsourcing the most efficient way to handle slaves. We haven't really touched on the new slavery mechanics added by ideology. And a lot of you were saying that there is a very particular way to dress our slaves to prevent them rebelling, or prevent our warden, in this case Remus, needing to waste most of his time handling and sort of dissuading slave rebellions. And I think the most bizarre part is this is the second unrelated time we've ever had to discuss the most efficient methods of bondage. Thank you, Flesh Series. I'm just really glad ideology wasn't out back then. So a couple of things have happened in the brief gap between today's episode and yesterday's episode, other than an existential crisis. The first one is that we've finished the research into plate mail. And if I can figure out which of these many workstations we craft armor at, we'll be set. It's not the smithy and it's not the tailor bench. So I am all out of ideas right now. Armor. Some sort of armor table. Armour. Hydro jelly farm. Well, that's not quite it. Am I going completely mad? We've definitely unlocked these things, but I have no idea where to get it. Oh no, Mediterranean smithy? You're telling me we actually needed Mediterranean culture? Fuck. Well, that was me saying, oh, don't worry, we'll get plate armor first. We don't need grapes or anything like that. We'll stick to getting plate armor, make sure we're well defended, then we'll worry about Mediterranean culture. Turns out we've been thoroughly bamboozled. What do we actually have to research right now? And, okay, of course, it's not Mediterranean culture right now. Grilling, harpsichords, or pomegranate trees? I guess we'll go grilling, given that it's fairly cheap. Today was going to be the day, though, where I focused on making things a little more classical. I don't think you could just slap down a few marble tiles, put up a couple of pillars, and call it Rome. Well, you can't. Oh, you can't call it Rome because it's Rim, for a start. So I've been looking for some inspiration to make Rim more Rome, as in real Rome, not game Rome, which is Rim. Fucking hell. Now, someone on Discord sent me this huge list of essential buildings for our city to make it feel very classical. So take, for example, a nymphaeum, which is this kind of semicircular, big open garden, lots of pillars, lots of classical statues, which mythologically was where nymphs or maybe even dryads could gather. Maybe we throw down a big old public bathhouse or some aqueducts or a big old villa, which, to be honest, I think I'd quite like to build for Remus. So to help facilitate that, I put Slave 1 in charge of just sitting there mining up marble block after marble block. I don't think even that will be quite enough, so I put everybody as quarry as the backup job now rather than fishing. We might as well just go ahead and remove fishing entirely. Now, morale is also pretty damn low right now. We've got characters feeling socially isolated. We had a terrible Sky Lantern Festival yesterday. We haven't executed anyone in a long time. I think I trust Remus enough to have a speech, a rousing speech to help raise the morale of our people. 83% chance of success. We have our sword now. This can't possibly go wrong. And if it does, we're like really screwed. A gathering of the Senate, and Hermes the monkey has been invited. So glad you could attend, Ambassador Hermes. Remus spoke about exploring through mires and meadows. And you fucked it. You've absolutely fucked it, you fool. It was uninspiring, original, droning, and lacking any sense of passion. But that's enough about the video. Let's get back to the gameplay. Oh, what a classic. No, hang on. It still counts as a +2. Because the Blade of the Sky was there. Whoa, we've got hostile social cliques as well. Elagabalus, Neo, and Jandiros have all formed their own little circle. This is going to make the politics very, very difficult. Because they'll probably oppose Remus in whatever it is we try and do now. They're really not going to like it in a few seconds when I tear down this building and build Remus a nice marble villa instead. The Anax of Sparta wants us to build a monument to commemorate the forehead of her uncle. And if any harm comes to her uncle's forehead, she's going to send a heatwave to bake the area around Ream. I think I'm alright. Fuck your uncle. Well, like, don't though. That's got some bad... Well, it's classical times, you know. Live a little. We could also take some prisoners in for Theopompos of Athens. 28 goodwill. That wouldn't be too bad. I would need to divide the prison up a little bit because I don't want to risk rebellions. But on the plus side, the Chlorodryads are right outside the area we could make the prison. I mean, that's some impressive prison wardens, huh? It's only 3 prisoners. Let's go, 1, 2, 3 for prisoners. And I think I'm going to take that one for the goodwill. Ooh, iron plate armor, though. And some gold. No, let's take the goodwill. And the reason I'm saying that is because things aren't going quite as smooth out there as I thought. So I thought that, you know, Carthage is our main enemy. Our goal is to eventually wipe them from the earth, and that'll be our victory condition. Occasionally, we'll have some problematic savages turning up, but probably not a big deal. What I didn't realize is in the background of all of the crap that we've been going through, Sparta and Athens have been in the middle of this insane Cold War, constantly breaking each other's economies down. So all of these trade events are about Athens or Sparta making gains from one another in trading, slowly eroding away at each other's economies. So to really put that into perspective, if we take a look at Athens' largest city, which you're never going to believe this happens to be Athens, the settlement points for Athens is 10,000. That's essentially how powerful that city is. If we go to the capital of Sparta, which is 𝓒𝓾𝓵𝓾𝓮, they've got settlement points of 11,333. If we go to Carthage's largest city, it's 21,000. If you want a bit more of a brief overview for how monumentally screwed we are, if we look at the Rimworld tab, you can see that Carthage has 117,000, Athens has 60k, Sparta has about 60k. We are, by comparison, kicking around 49,000. No pressure, Elagabalus, but I really need to see some freaking Mediterranean culture. This isn't Mediterranean culture. Oh, great. I can make a nice carpet. Well, we have no armor to stop us being stabbed, but the floors are lovely. What I'm about to say is god-awful, so please bear with me. I decided rather than recruit Vicky, I'm going to enslave her. Oh, she's now called Slave 3, by the way, because she's got dementia. And again, to reiterate, this is horrible, but she's not going to be that much of a problem in a rebellion at that point. And I didn't really want to recruit an ill 95-year-old. Oh, well, that is lovely. We can throw down huge rustic rugs now. Oh, now hang on. Before I do that, did they have rugs in Rome? The Romans use rugs on the floors and the walls of their palaces. Who the fuck's walking up the wall? Well, we finished glasswork and there is still no Mediterranean culture. Oh, man, look at these, though. These are really cool. I guess we'll go complex clothing in the hopes that we can make some slave clothing. Oh, hang on a minute. Before I build windows. Did Romans have glass windows? The Roman glassmakers did not only make vessel glass, window glass first came into widespread use during this period. We're fine. Why the fuck they would need windows when they're putting rugs on their walls, I'm not entirely sure. Oh no, not again. Elagabalus now holds the role of Elagabalus, and Remus has been reduced down to absolutely nothing. Damn it. And that must have been a side effect of the social clique that we saw develop between Elagabalus and all of his friends. Sickening, sickening nepotism. And the problem is I passed a bunch of bills in the Senate yesterday to try and make Remus leader eternal. So now we've lost a bunch of stability because of that. There is a silver lining to this, and that's something I realized and something that in my shame I didn't think I'd better mention. I gave Elagabalus the title of Grand Priest. What I didn't realize is Elagabalus is incapable of social. But to be fair, though, it's because of his backstory as a computer engineer, so wasn't really something I took into account. Now, this is fine, because now we just make Remus the Grand Priest again, and as he has that high social stat, it still will work out okay. Means that once again, though, they do have to swap outfits. And eventually when we get armor, and by when at this point, I feel like I should say if we get armor, we'll stop everybody else wearing the skull cap. We don't want to overshadow their ranks clothing. Right now, we're just doing it because we very much just don't have anything else. And this is great because with a lot of these prisoners, the thing that we're waiting on before we can recruit them is just the ideologian flip. Ooh, I don't like those words in that order. A grand slave rebellion. All 2 of them. It's not really grand. Though I will admit, I don't have much experience leading slave rebellions. I personally probably wouldn't rebel if there were 2 giant clawed tree creatures right next to me. Oh god, I hope the clawed dryas don't kill them dead. Okay, they don't attack rebelling slaves. So the slave's just going to attack them instead. You people suck. Slave 1, how are you doing? Remus is going to absolutely slash it to pieces. Good work. That'll do it. I also love the fact that that suppresses them. That's so fucking good. The Dryads might just straight up kill her. She's down. 5 hours, and I think they may have chopped off a leg. They haven't quite, but my god, that was close. 12:30. Oh my god. We also apparently got the flu? When the fuck did that happen? Slave 2? Oh, just Slave 2 has the flu. Is she sickly? No? Just to reiterate, I feel like Grand Slave Rebellion really was kind of overstating it. Oh, but in good news, look at that. Complex clothing. And meta to nothing. Meta to nothing. We can make top hats. I don't know that they had top hats in ancient Rome. This is a hard choice, but at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter because we can't use half of this stuff anyway, because we don't have Mediterranean culture. Let's go for this one. Set up for when we do finally unlock that. Having the prison and slave pen right next to the Chlorodrads was kind of a big brain play. Long Blades is finished, and given that this is base game, we might actually be able to bloody use a sword now. Ah, there you go. Hey, we can actually use that Masterwork Spear. So that is absolutely going to my good friend, wherever it is, there we are. That's absolutely going to my good friend Remus. Oh, look at that. So let's take a quick peek at the weapons tab then. What have we got that's got good damage? So it's all lances. Randomly a shiv. And I assume we can't equip that yet, because I'm pretty sure lances were a different tech, right? Let's throw that one down a second, see if you can grab that. Oh, shit. Oh, well, that's huge. No longer does Neo have to fight our enemies with knives and beer bottles. What the hell is going on in here? Jandiros and Remus? Jandiros tried to chat up Remus. Remus agreed to the hookup. Is the beard that bad that he had to put on a mask before anyone would go near him? What a fighting force. Wowee. Already Reem's future is looking so much brighter. Let's see you kidnappers now, Carthage. Don't say that too loud. Please. Poor Romulus. Oh, in fact, on the subject of Romulus, there's something we can potentially do to save him at this point. But while we work on that, let's take a quick peek and... Still no Mediterranean, huh? Terrain rehabilitation allows you to lay dirt on rough stone and other terrains. Oh, that's not a bad idea, because we do have a lot of unusable soil in the area we're in. Maybe a little bit of ranged weaponry. Probably not for this generation of the colony, but for future generations, that could be massive. Everybody right now is already so well trained up in melee that it would be a bit of a waste to start training them all up fresh with bows. So on the subject of Romulus, we can build somewhere. Here we are, signal fires. Allows contact with remote traders as well as other factions for trade and diplomacy. Then we've also got these things here, trade markers, required for trading. You can only sell goods that are near a trade goods marker, can be placed indoors. They function as a torch, produce lightning, and require fuel. So as long as we've got enough wood, we can use this as a way to trade using our signal fire. And then in theory, we might hear from Romulus one day. I assume he's not dead. Opinion of Romulus minus 40. Recent apostasy. Holy crap, was he converted? I'm not sure that can actually happen. Apostate, different ideology. He must have been converted then. Oh, but the point is he is still out there in the world, so there is a chance we might be able to rescue him at some stage. Shit, why don't we give him a ring? Hey, Carthage? 𝓒𝓾𝓵𝓾𝓾𝓻 hurls some epithets into the microphone and disconnects. Oh, fuck you too. Who could have possibly guessed our mortal rivals didn't want to chat? Oh, must be another winged trireme here to collect those bloody monkeys. That's it. Go on, piss off. Never come back. For God's sake, never come back. And there we are, minus 24 to minus 5 with Sparta. Was that worth it? I'll be honest, probably not, because somehow those 3 monkeys have spawned an entire invasive species into this bloody map. When I say somehow, I know how they've done it. It's just more the fact it was 15 friggin' days. I'm sorry, I'm a little on edge right now because I've had to give the slaves clothes because they keep complaining about freezing to death. Come on, Slave 3, don't make me do it. We both know you're not getting very far. Oh my God, Remus, please don't kill her. Just give up, Slave 3. We're gonna get those outfits sorted out. We can't be going around all day spearing slaves. She's 96, for God's sake. A good spearing is probably all that's between her and a heart attack. Chansey was convinced and changed her ideology. And who wouldn't be looking into the eyes of a man like that? I was about to say that it's fairly slow on the conversion front, but I did also assign a guy who couldn't do social for a while, so that's kind of my bad. Oh, wait, bollocks. You're one of the bloody quest people. Ah, shit. No, I take back everything I said. I am a fool. It might make it easier for Athens. Maybe I've done them a favor. It's because they bought one of the quest NPCs into general population. This isn't right. So you're being converted still. Okay, that's fine. As long as they're actually being converted. 16% there, and then Tara is 38%. Oh, 3 this time. What a treat. We really do need to hurry up with more permanent passive suppression. Otherwise, these slaves are probably just going to end up dying. The better our shit gets, the more likely we are just to spear them through. Yep. Right on cue. You actually could not have made that any more perfect timing. Neo. Neo, she was 96. He stabbed her in the ribcage. He wasn't even trying to stop her. Of all the slaves to use, that was the one I'm not really so concerned about. Oh, wow. Jess. Hello, Jess. So you were our artist. That couldn't be any more perfect timing. I was just thinking to myself, this place had a distinct lack of giant statues. I only got 302 marble right now, and I was saving that up to build Remus a big old manor. On the plus side, though, Carthage are more than willing to give us a few more quarry slaves. Oh, hello, Carthage. Here to interrupt me building my villa, I see. 5 of them. Okay, this could be quite a fight. I mean, whenever you're ready to attack Carthage, that'd be great. We're gonna die of hypothermia before they attack at this rate. Oh, or we'll just be invaded by somebody else. Another 160 from Carthage. Jesus. 8 p.m. at long last, they finally decided to attack. Sensible option. I think we send in the Dryads first. It is 5 versus 6. The odds are on our side, but even then, the chance of somebody dying is pretty massive, right? Get them, Dryads. Rip them apart. Oh, shit. Or, like, don't, though. Oh, they're not nearly as good as I thought they would be. Holy shit. Given that we've seen these things rip apart centipedes, I'm a little disappointed. There goes Chlorodryad 2. Chlorodryad 1 is down. Okay, well, here it comes. Is there not another one somewhere? Going around the outside. Very clever. Let's bring these 2 in. Oh, shit. Well. So the shields aren't quite working as expected, as everybody has pointed out many times in the comments. We've actually managed to take one of them alive, crafting 13 double passion. Wow. What have you got equipped? They are a heavy hoplite. Okay, steel lorica musculata? Because they're 15% social bonus. Wow, the armor on that is insane. I don't know if we can wear it. We're going to strip them either way because I probably want to take them prisoner, and I'd rather them not have better armor than anything we've ever seen before. Oh, we can wear it. Remus, put them down for a second. No. I don't want to arrest anybody. Force wear that one, Remus, and then let's get Neo to tend to you fast. Oh, wow. I will admit, I'm not sure about the beads anymore, but that works perfectly. Oh, more volunteers for my quarry. Hello. Okay, squad. Get ready. They haven't got any shields, so we've got an advantage here. Oh, no, wait, that guy at the top does. Okay, get in there. Kill. Well, don't kill. Just like maim, but not maim to the extent they can't work in a quarry anymore. Back him up. Remus, bring him down. This is good. Everything's fine. Knock him. Don't kill. Knock him. All right. Oh, never mind then. Fuck the quarry, I guess. People are morons. Who do they think is going to get all the blocks for the villa? I mean, yes, we could swap to blunt weapons rather than giant stabby spears. Well, that's great pose finish to be put on the shelf, never to be looked at again. Oh, Mediterranean culture. Not that I don't think great bows would be good. It's just that we have no shooting skills. So for us, they'd be more shit bows than great bows. Oh, well, we've got Tara, I suppose. Are you good at quarrying? You got an artist? Oh, you see, we've got a problem here. We can't build a fucking society on nothing but artists. We need some people around here capable of putting in a little bit of elbow grease in the quarry. People building up this society with goddamn real jobs. Patreon.com/Mr. Samuel Stream. That's another doctor. Look at this colony. Now we'll send off all of those prisoners that I almost accidentally recruited and caused a bit of a diplomatic issue. Now we're finally free. No more bloody monkeys. No more prisoners. Just us and a villa. A Mediterranean culture. And maybe today I can bottle some friggin' wine. Oh, a free marble mine. I mean, colonist. Hello, Harriet. Good at shooting. Hey, maybe someone's finally give a bow to. And social? Social's quite nice. I'm sorry, on a date. Wow, that's a bad fucking date, apparently. On the plus side, though, with the social stat, we can take a little bit of the heat off of Remus, who can go back to building. We might actually finally get this bloody manor finished. Oh, but look, she's the wrong ideologion. Pure sect. You got to be careful how you say that. Flesh purity and tunneler. Wow, that's a weird one. I guess we'll just have a conversion ritual, right? 83%? That seems fairly straightforward. God damn, look at all the people we've got now. We've gone from one man struggling to build a shed to, I mean, full-on village. Let's not call it a city quite yet. Harriet, you may have the pearl necklace, but you have not earned the pearl necklace. 68 to 38%. Wowee. Man, it was a good job we got rid of those vetoes. Another hostile clique has formed. Sigma Draconis, Neo, and Tara. I mean, I would call it a clique, but everything I say I translate for the Americans because they have a hard time keeping up. We have a pack of man-hunting squirrels. 12 of them. My god, thank god we've got so many people here to defend our mighty nation of Rim. I do feel that drafting everybody up is very much a waste of time. I'm also not taking any gambles. Good luck, squad. Just one rodent after a friggin' another in this place. I appreciate Tara beating them to death with a pole of bamboo. That is a special type of cruelty. I'm sorry? I'm sorry as in, how has this happened? Not I'm sorry as in it was me. Jandiros is pregnant. Wow. The first ever natural-born Reman. Well, I guess except for Remus. And this is ancient times, of course. There's no technology to find out who the father is. Wow. Although, this is happening right now. We could also just check the log. Which very clearly says Jandiros was chatted up by Remus and Jandiros agreed to the hookup. I think Remus might have a successor. God damn, is that all you two do all day? There's no wonder it's taken us years to build one bloody house. I mean, granted, there isn't much else to do here at all. Genuinely, the most fun activity in the entire base is visiting a grave. Well, I told them to build the floors out of limestone, and now we're completely out of limestone. We've got 557 friggin' marble. I guess we'll swap this over to quarrying resources then. We're going to be able to build plate armor very, very soon. For God's sake, Carthage! We are so close to being Mediterranean. Look at this. Villa is looking, well, not good, but Villery. They just can't leave well enough alone. Well, there's only 3 of them. What? I have no idea how that happened. The cold? Well, no, because it would have killed it last season. Oh, this might be our first winter with the Granland tree. Have I never played on a map that got cold enough to kill a Granland tree? That doesn't seem like that would be a mechanic. Otherwise, well, for the same reason you wouldn't kill off an anima tree, right? What the fuck? Well, I would like a refund. But never mind. Well, there goes our fighting force. We do also have the second artifact of the colony, but I feel like we'll worry about dealing with, you know, actual armor, weapons. You know the drill. Wine. So many grapes. I just love fucking grapes at this point. Kill them all. Kill them all. This is for my Granland tree, you absolute shits. What is that? Wine. Maybe that's why they attacked. They heard about my wine business. Are you any good? Kleptomaniac Night Owl Dunce. 11 animal skill. You can die. Remus, sample this wine. Why can't you eat? We can't drink wine. It's forbidden. We make the wine. We sell it to Carthage. Get them blackout drunk. Makes them easier to raid. And before I forget, we probably should peek at our other artifact. There it is, the Helm of Radiance. Oh, that would be so good to give to Remus. So at this point, it's probably going to be our permanent priest, seeing as we're apparently getting no one else with the good social stats. And at that point, we could get rid of all the other helmets and limit it to just the Helm of Radiance. Have him wear it. It's either that or we get, what, like +4 mood because of 2 relics? It's not really worth it. Of course we're going to accept. Thank you, Jan. Jan demonstrated a means of escape to Riceling and promised opportunity. Riceling has responded by beating her. And now Jan is probably going to run her through with a spear and kill her dead. Oh. Or she'll fall over and arm the prisoner. Brilliant. Jan, you're in a lot of trouble, my friend. You know, bring Romulus out here too. In fact, Sigma Draconis, come and help us out. If she escapes from prison like this, that would be the coolest thing I've ever seen in Rimworld. It's not going to happen. We're probably just going to end up killing her at this point. Bleeding out in 5 hours. Her leg has been sliced off. Good. So that's made you functionally useless. I never thought this day would come. We actually have Mediterranean culture. Weapons, armor, ballista. Oh. Well, we might not have chlorodryads anymore, but that would be incredible. So now we build the Mediterranean smithy, right? Yeah, there it is. 100 steel. We can do that. We've just got to do a little bit more alloying. And sure, the villa isn't finished. Not a big deal, because we've just unlocked a shitload of Mediterranean furniture. So I basically got to tear the whole bloody thing down anyway. Diagonal walls? Oh, no. You can't put that kind of evil on me. Oh, no. This is going to be like trying to use those bloody walls in the Ohm series again. I can't. I don't even want to try and use them. We've got bloody tilled soil now. Oh, that is good. Okay. First things first. Till the lot. Oh, hello there. We got a raid from Carthage. Relationship. So I assume that's going to be one of the people that we've recruited from Carthage recently. So let's be very careful not to kill them, like with, you know, with old 𝓒𝓾𝓵𝓽𝓾𝓻 mother. We've got, Macedonian hoplite Romulus? I'm fucking sorry? Romulus. Age 24. That is Romulus, isn't it? Oh. You shithead. That turncoat. I'm not going to spare him. I'm not going to spare him. He's betrayed his city. My God, he's leading the vanguard. Look at this. If we can, take him alive. I'm not going to spare him, but we are going to take him alive. Get him, squad. Knock him. Oh. I'll be honest, I did want to take him back and execute him in front of the Senate. Him dying on the field of battle in a very irreverent way, I almost feel like that's more deserving. Strike his name from the memory of this city. Remus had no brother. Kill them all, squad. Kill them all. Fucking Carthage. They turned him against us. I don't blame Romulus. I don't blame Romulus. I blame Carthage. I've had Neo build a coffin, and we will lay Romulus unceremoniously behind the Senate. And then I think we need to turn this into some sort of shrine. A shrine of the betrayer. An unnamed, unmarked grave. And in generations' time, history will only remember it as a fucking what? Get out of here. Alpha beavers. Like I was saying, just be remembered as what happens if you betray the mighty city of Rim. Oh my God, it was a masterwork coven. I didn't even realize. Wow. The sarcophagus is engraved with an illustration of Remus speaking convincingly to Romulus with obvious goodwill. Romulus is nodding in understanding. The lower part of the image is dominated by a crook. And by crook, I don't think they mean a crook as in a shepherd's crook. I think they mean a crook as in someone who is crooked. Crooked Romulus. Always with the frigging rodents. But no matter how many rodents the game sends at us, there won't ever be a bigger rat than Romulus. Friggin' traitor. I won't ever forget. And they do expect the festival of Dies Natalis Solis Invicti, so I feel like now's probably the time to do that. Maybe raise morale a little bit after the shocking revelation that Romulus defected to Carthage. So we're missing out on 25%. The reason we don't get the leader present bonus is because our Elagabalus is, well, Elagabalus, and he's incapable of social. But I trust Remus enough at this point. I think he'll nail it. Although I have also said that, yeah, 3 times in a row at this point. Thanks, Remus. Oh! Elagabalus has been fired as Elagabalus, and it's now Neo with the role. Actually capable of social, Neo? 4.34. It is an improvement. And there you have it. One very basic villa, given the amount of space that we've got. I'll spruce it up more as we go along. Obviously, we'll unlock more and more furniture as we progress. And in fact, we don't have any research lined up. Ooh. Plate armor, which looks incredible, or plumbing, which is very Roman. Granted, I'm not entirely sure they had wind turbines and hot water tanks in Roman times, but plate armor. I think I have to go for plate armor next. We're getting to the point now where when they bother sending warbands rather than scouting parties, we could be in for a really tough time. And if we take a look at the Rimworld tab, they are still absolutely dominating us. But the swimming pool would look incredible in the middle of the villa. No, go for the armor. For God's sake. Have you learned nothing? Did I achieve today's goal of making the base slightly more classical? Sort of. We've got 7 buildings. 5 of them have pillars around them. That's good enough for me. We have a pretty massive amount of recruits, but we've tied up a lot of loose ends here. We've actually got Mediterranean culture unlocked now. We can start working on weapons and armor. Look, they've actually built the smithy. Oh, so we can already start queuing it up. Oh, well, there's actually quite a lot here, huh? So we can start working on weapons, armor, things that will make us a bit more of a Mediterranean-feeling faction. And on the subject of that, can we, at long last, we can grow a grape. Granted, our ideal legend forbids the consumption of wine, but we could sell it to Carthage. And we have solved the mystery of Romulus. We know what has happened. Remus's traitorous brother has been dealt with. That loose end is tied up and his body now lies as a constant reminder of the betrayal that happened here. And you all thought that Remus wore that mask for his uniform. But no, it's to hide the tears. Tomorrow, we militarize and I'm going to kill every goddamn caravan between here and Carthage. We'd really have to work on weakening them up. So maybe not only attacking caravans, but also forming alliances would be an incredible idea. There is actually a mechanic for forging actual full-on alliances with the other factions. So that is something, I guess now that we've got a bit more power to our faction, I think that's something we'll start taking a look at tomorrow. Thank you all for watching. This has been a very long episode for me to record. I've actually been here now for, shit, like 6 hours. Just because playing any sort of medieval mod pack is quite slow going, to be honest. There's, the research is intentionally slower by design, so it takes a little longer to get to places, but we're picking up a little bit of speed now, so I'm hoping things will start being a lot more dynamic, especially with the combat coming up soon. Thank you, in the meantime, to Narfolf, Archbishop, Siphon, Emily, Low-Res Quail, Ben Taylor, Super Careful Fragilistics, actually atrocious, Dartwed the Grim, Hoopy, Alluvion Mishap, TG Taps, Joseph Stalin the Cum Stallion, Jobo Daddy, Slippy Nips, Exodius, Boop, Vash, and Samony for their support, the executive producers over at Patreon. Thank you guys for making this episode possible. It's been incredibly long. Far too long. Thank you as well to Remdal, Ractanian, Mimic with Munchies, Dougie Fresh, Punky Rube, Quivalar, This, Flex, Flom, Garnuba, James, Kyle, Kato, Corrupt Racer, Captain Marco, and Astros Fan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.